That's right, it was about a year ago, I think.
Yeah.
And, well, I think it's time to start. Well, hello everybody, this is one of the more exclusive gigs that there is today. We had to turn away a lot of people because we felt they weren't quite, prestigious enough. So congratulations for passing the test. So we're going to play for about an hour, mostly my own songs. We're going to start with a love song. This is called I'm Amazed by Your Love. I don't need the mountain, I don't need the trees, I don't need the splendor of the sun that shines on me. I don't need the treasures buried out at sea. I don't need the lovely gardens of antiquity. I've traveled far, all that I've seen left me cold. Just made a scar, nothing could move in my soul. But I'm amazed by your love. When I gaze in your eyes, I hope it stays with me now, and all the days of my life. Dreams claw at me in the night, and they whisper of tragedies that yet come to light. We must hold on to these precious times when I'm here by your side, and you are by mine. Out on the road, though you are far from me, everywhere I go, wonder is all that I see. It's better than the mountains, it's better than the trees, it's better than the splendor of the sun that shines on me. It's better than the treasure buried out at sea, it's better than the lovely gardens of antiquity. I'm amazed by your love. When I gaze in your eyes, I hope it stays with me now, and all the days of my life. I'm amazed by your love. When I gaze in your eyes, I hope it stays with me now, and all the days of my life. Thank you. Give those people the idea that they're really missing something, as of course is true. Okay. So these different guitars are in different tunings. That's why I've got two guitars here, in case you're interested. I'd like to thank the Boyden Library for enabling us to come together today in music. So let me tell you about myself. The name is Rupert. One of those names that says, I don't come from Massachusetts. I'm from London, England. And I heard that Foxborough, Massachusetts was the place to be on a Sunday afternoon. Yeah. So I flew in. Well, that's not quite true. I've been based in New York City now for about 20 years. This is just part of a tour I'm doing of Massachusetts and New Hampshire. So my second name is Wates. So the whole thing reads Rupert's Waits. Now what does he wait for? This is a song about waiting, called Waiting to Begin. When I was a little boy, the world was like a Christmas toy, life a game that I was sure to win, and I'm waiting to begin. Work hard and get ahead, in time all things will come, they said. That was only so much spin, and I'm waiting to begin. And I'm waiting to begin. Waiting to begin. I'm waiting to begin. I'm still waiting to begin. I never crossed the starting line. Race has left me far behind. I'm no longer in my prime. Still the siren voices sing. Back home from that promised land, stolen from me by some sleight of hand. Life's a shadow of the one that I planned, till I find the real thing. I'm waiting to begin. Waiting to begin. I'm waiting to begin. I'm still waiting to begin. Days come and go, and all I really know is that I'm slowly getting older. No more time to waste if I'm enjoying the race. It's already halfway over. Let me do all that I intend. I'm gonna give all that I have to spend. The road is rushing towards the end, and I'm waiting to begin. Still waiting to begin. I'm waiting to begin. I'm waiting to begin. I'm still waiting to begin. Most kind. So the audience has just been about doubled in size. Thanks for joining us. You've brought the audience numbers up by about 100%, as we can see. So I'm going to intersperse my own songs with some non-original tunes, which are instrumental, which you may or may not enjoy. We'll see how it goes. This is a piece actually written by Bach, and I'm going to do it as a medley with one of my own tunes. The Bach piece is "These You Joy of Man's Desire." My own tune is called "I'll Never Tire of Looking in Your Eyes." So I'm going to do them as a medley. "These You Joy of Man's Desire" by J.S. Bach, and "I'll Never Tire of Looking in Your Eyes" by Wates. That's me.
more instrumental stuff as we go along. That was J.S. Bach. I always like to say, don't worry, his Bach is worse than his Bach. Jokes get much worse. You haven't seen anything yet. So this is from a 2022 CD called For the People, which is songs based loosely on old English folk stories, which I then turned into new songs. This is a song about a mermaid, would you believe? She's trying to get home to her cave under the sea, but she can't do it because the captain of a ship has anchored with his anchor over the mouth of her cave, and she can't get in to feed her children. So she's begging the captain to leave, to weigh anchor so she can get home. That's her plight, the plight of the mermaid, and I based this song loosely upon it. This is called O Captain. Oh Captain, weigh anchor, I pray, that I may not return home till your anchor be raised. If you like my silvery tail, if you like my bright fishy scales, and my hair much lighter than the breeze, let me show you how thankful I can be. Hear my loved ones calling to me from a home deep under the sea. Draw your anchor from the ocean floor, where it lies now blocking my door. Oh Captain, weigh anchor, I pray. I beg you, let me go on my way. My young ones are hungry in their lonely cave. Oh, let not their watery home be their grave. Below, he is one of your kind, and his voice is sweeter than wine. I tempted him as I lay on the sand, and that same day he gave me his hand. Now each evening you may hear us sing unto the moon and her sister the wind. They will send you common friendly seas if you will grant this favor to me. Oh Captain, weigh anchor, I pray. I beg you, let me go on my way. Have pity on this comely maid, for I may not return home to your anchor shall be weighed. Feedback there from the mic, try and turn it down a bit. So here's another song which is, has a nautical background, which comes from my 2022 CD, which is called For the People. I'm going to keep mentioning those CDs. This is called To the Sea, based loosely on several old English folk stories, which I rather liked. To the Sea. It's a kind of a love song to the sea. Tell me where my true love lies. What's that to me? What's that to me? Did you hear her sing as she passed by? Follow the ribbon to the sea. Were there wildflowers in her chestnut hair? What's that to me? What's that to me? It was for my sake she then did wear. Follow the ribbon to the sea. There she waits on the sun-warmed sands, while the waves rise and fall, where the old ruined castle stands, and silence gazes from its walls. There she'll watch as the sailors make land, We're going to do a love song now. Anybody here not like love songs? Let us know what a sad person you are. This one comes from my 2023 CD, which is called Elegies. Elegies. Not allergies, as it was repeatedly called on the radio, thus ruining the effect. Who wants to buy a CD called Allergies? Elegies are love songs with a theme of separation. So I wrote this in Colorado, which is where I have a little cabin. It's called Like Sunrise. I open my eyes, and the night has gone, and morning night is here. Still pale as the dawn, and wet with dew. And if all the sky is clear, she's with me there, as she fills my eyes, and she warms my face. I like sunrise. I see her again, with her deep brown hair and the colourful things she wears. She sings to the birds, makes each one her friend. Then she brings me the songs they share. She's with me there, and she fills my eyes, and she warms my face like sun. She's with me there, and she warms my eyes, then she'll kiss my face like sunrise. She'll kiss my face like sunrise. So I'd like to do another instrumental, if I may now. This is written by Eric Satie, French composer. Actually a piano piece which I arranged for guitar. And it's called Nocien No. 1, kind of a creepy piece, but I kind of like it. You may recognise it. This is Nocien No. 1 by Eric Satie. Thank you. So that's bye Barry, all the best, yeah, take care. So that's available on my album, which is called Instrumental. So I'd like to do another original song. This is based on a true story. True story took place in 1932 during the days of the Dust Bowl Depression. And I based this song upon it. This is really a kind of hymn of thanks to all the strong women of that period, the 1930s, who just kept the show on the road when everything else went to pieces. So I'd like to thank all the strong women of America for, excuse my French, saving our behinds so often. So this is based on a true story. This is called Days of Mercy, on my song based upon a true story.
Daddy lost his job one day when he wouldn't take a cut in pay. He couldn't find another place, even one that paid him less. So he settled into his easy chair with his dog-eared magazines until the bank took back our house. And my mama only screamed when she was a little girl. She had a dream, she found a pearl hidden in the pocket of her pants. But the pants were full of holes, and when she woke, the pearl was gone. And she was only 6 years old. Hold on tight, my mother said, keep your eyes upon the sun, put your faith in the road ahead. The days of mercy will surely come. And when the world is blown apart in the eye of a hurricane, let strength and courage fill your hearts. Days of mercy will come again. So we sold up all we owned. We headed east in a touring car. We found a place with a plot of land down in windy Arkansas. My daddy worked on the lady's farm, but my mama heard it said he didn't work that lady's fields as much as he worked her bed. So she packed a cardboard case with a single change of clothes and took the baby on her hip. I told us all to follow close, and we began the long walk home to the California coast. Hold on tight, my mama said, and keep your eyes upon the sun, put your faith in the road ahead. The days of mercy will surely come. But when the world is blown apart in the eye of a hurricane, let strength and courage fill your hearts. Days of mercy will come again. Oklahoma sun, my mama led me to a stream. I tipped a cloth to bathe my head. We walked all through New Mexico, and in a migrant workers' camp I learned all there was to know about the kindness of the poor. And all the children dressed in rags, they gave us everything they had. Bags of sweets with ready smiles, fresh tortilla around the fire, in the huts of rusted iron. Baby started crying, hold on tight, my mama said, keep your eyes upon the sun, put your faith in the road ahead. The days of mercy will surely come. When the world is blown apart in the eye of a hurricane, strength and courage fill your hearts. Days of mercy will come again. So we finally reached LA, beside a lake in Lincoln Park. A man was standing all alone, throwing crumbs to feed the ducks. When are you gonna take those children home? Asked the man, and my mama said, we just walked 2,000 miles, we'll make it yet with a little luck. And then the man just looked away, he said he dashed his touring cup. He pulled out $2 bills, enough to see us right, brought a can of pork and beans and some shelter for the night. Hold on tight, my mama said, keep your eyes upon the sun, put your faith in the road ahead. The days of mercy will surely come. And when the world is blown apart in the eye of a hurricane, let strength and courage fill your hearts. Days of mercy will come again. Hold on tight, my mama said, keep your eyes upon the sun, put your faith in the road ahead. Days of mercy will surely come. When the world is blown apart in the eye of a hurricane, let strength
Them colors fill your hearts, days of mercy will come again. Hold tight, my mama said, keep your eyes upon the sun, put your faith in the road ahead. Days of mercy will surely come when the world is blown apart. In the eye of a hurricane, and strength and courage fill your hearts, days of mercy will come again. It's funny you should ask. I was writing songs for a CD which I was planning, which was going to be based on true stories. So I bought a book called True Tales of American Life, and as the title implies, it's full of true stories based here, with an origin here in America. And there are all kinds of stories, some funny, some sad, some historically interesting, and that one just really grabbed me. So I decided I would write a song based upon it. The anthology is called True Tales of American Life, if anybody's interested. Okay, so now I'm going to do, I'm going to do another uplifting song. You don't believe it, this song actually is one of my own songs. It's actually one of Paul McCartney's favourite songs. Would you believe that? You probably wouldn't believe it. But I recorded this song many years ago in London, and the lady who recorded it is the cousin of Paul McCartney. And so she played it to him, and he loved it. So there we are. I wouldn't mention that, my claim to fame. So this is called After the Rains. Oh, I've got to turn my mic on. Take 2, After the Rains. The eagle shakes his feathers dry after the rains are gone, and makes his home the wide blue sky after the rains are gone, and gardens waiting to the days are open to their gentle rays of the day to come after the rains. After the rains are gone, and when the rain dries on our cheeks to leave us on a mountain peak, then we will hear our vision speak. After the rains are gone, far from the thunder's reach, we'll hear a different song, love calling each to each, out through the mist of joy and pain. The morning bird will sing again, although the night was long. And if no trace of us remains, just say we walked in love's domain. His will be our song after the rains are gone. The eagle shakes her feathers dry after the rains are gone, makes her home the wide blue sky after the rains are gone, after the rains are gone. I'm just going to take a moment to retune my guitar a little bit. I have to retune the next few songs, and I was living in London, and it just wasn't really working for me there. I just couldn't get it together. Had a lot of discouragement, and so initially I went to Paris, France. Actually lived there for about 6 years, and then I met the lady who is now my wife, who comes from Colorado, and we must have talked about it. I don't remember. We must have talked about it sometime coming to America, but we did anyway. We moved here.
In her case, she moved back to America, and I came to America, and subsequently got a green card and then a passport, so I now am a citizen here. And it's just been, America has just been very good to me. I mean, you know, America for me has lived up to the promise that it always had, the land of opportunity. I came here and wanted to reinvent myself, you know, and that's really what I did. And America allowed me to do that. So I'm now based in New York City, and I tour, you know, year round, all over America. I just find there are more opportunities here, you know, in any field, but certainly in mine. So anyway, continuing the story, my wife and I decided about 6 years ago to have a child. So this next song is actually dedicated to my child. It's the title song on my most recent CD, which I keep mentioning. It's called Father to the Man, and my idea behind that title, which I borrowed from William Wordsworth, who's an English poet, Father to the Man. The idea that I had is that our children, in a way, parent us, because they force us to get serious and grow up, which is what we're supposed to do to them. Actually, it's often the other way around. And certainly my son, Gabriel, he made a man of me, to put it in a nutshell. Not, you know, rather late in the day, but not too late. So this is called Father to the Man. Okay, sorry, once again, the mic. Father to the Man, take two.
Well, I've seen them rise and I've seen them fall, build their bridges and build their walls, and it makes no sense at all to me. I never knew which way to go. My ignorance is all I know. I chased the winds where they blow, when I pleased and I was free. But I can't see my way more clearly when I lead you by the hand, and you have been the father to the man. Put away the broken toy, games I played both man and boy, and in a room full of noise I hear a song, and your eyes so very young show me the man I may yet become, even after all I've done so very wrong for so long. And I can't see my way more clearly when I lead you by the hand, and you have been the father to the man. I can see my way more clearly when I lead you by the hand, and you have been the father to the man, and you have been the father to the man.
That is available for your listening pleasure on one of my CDs. So I'm going to do some new songs which haven't been recorded yet, so you've got every excuse not to buy the CD because it doesn't exist yet. The only excuse I will accept. So my next CD is going to be called Still Lives, and it's just going to be moments from people's lives. This song describes an imaginary lady called Candy who lives on the West Coast, and she's my attempt to express my feelings about California, which I find to be a very warm and welcoming state, generally speaking, And of course I also love Massachusetts. So next time I come through Massachusetts, I'll have a wonderful, beautiful song dedicated to all the kind people of Massachusetts. In the meantime, this is called Candy from the General Store.
On the beach in California, you will meet a friend of mine. She will say her name is Candy, and she'll want to know your sign. She sits leaning in her rocking chair outside the general store. She'll be glad to help you find what you're looking for. She wears her silver hair in ponytails the way she did in convent school. The only lesson that's worth learning is the golden rule. And she tells you she was proud to fight against that dirty war. Nothing else has ever seemed so clean and pure. Now, little warriors who have never held a gun, they come in search of healing in the California sun. And Candy's there to welcome them with her flowers and her beads. And she says the deepest scars never bleed. So if you go to California for some peace of mind, you can scatter off the ocean what you don't leave behind. And if you're hungering for something that never has been yours, I hope they give it out like candy. I hear they give it out like candy. May you find it there like candy from a general store.
So this is going to be the title song of my next CD, which is called Still Lives. This is actually called Still Life in the singular. It's about a painter painting a picture. But I see it as a kind of an autobiographical song, as are most of my songs, sooner or later. Every writer only ever writes about themselves. But I see myself as a painter. It's just that I use words and music rather than paint. So this is called Still Life.
He draws the line upon the canvas and freezes time in paint and turpentine. And by the fire's glow upon her elbow, she reclines. Then he portrays a boy in sandals, a summer's day, beside the ocean spray. A vase of flowers, the stolen hours, a game he used to play. grows tired each evening, his easel stands alone in pale moonlight, and something moves there. It's something you left always out of sight.
Let me give you a little flamenco piece. I won't do the whole thing, 'cause it's about 6 minutes long. If you want to listen to the whole thing, you've got. So it's a little flamenco piece, only the first 3 minutes of it. It's actually called Asturias Leyendas, Suite Number 5 by Albanese. This is my take on it. Asturias Leyendas, Suite Number 5. Such a lovely audience, we'd love to take you home. What am I going to do? Oh yes, I was going to do something else next. So today is Sunday, and I thought it might be appropriate to end with this next song, which is called Prayer. If we take a moment to think about people we know and love who might be in need of a prayer today. This is a song of community, and I think music is a very good way of bringing people together, particularly in these days when we're so divided. I can't think of a better way to bring people together than music. So thank you all for coming out and supporting live music this afternoon. It's been a great pleasure to play for you. My name is Rupert, Wates, and I'll be coming through Massachusetts again very soon, so I'd love to play for you then. If you go to my website, rupertwatesmusic.com, you'll see my calendar page. Usually play about 120 gigs a year, so I'll be here before very long. Love to see you again. In the meantime, this is called Prayer for everybody today who doesn't have a prayer.
Here's to you, here's to me, here's to all we've ever seen, to all to come and all that's been. Here's to all we ever shared, to our fathers and to our heirs, to all people everywhere, when they haven't got a prayer. Here's to the young and here's to the the body and to the soul, to all whose stories are still untold. Here's to the lightness and here's to the weight, to the crooked and to the straight, to all who died too soon or were born too late. Here's to our enemies and here's to our friends, to the river that never ends. Here's to the sinners and to the born again. Here's to the black and here's to the white, to the left and to the right. Here's to the evening and here's to the morning light, coming into sight. To the rich and to the poor, here's to the sea and here's to the shore. Here's to all people everywhere, when they haven't got a prayer, 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 when they haven't got a prayer. Here's to the club and here's to the priest, to the west and to the east. Here's to all they bring and to the feast. Here's to the lion and here's to the lamb. Here's to the beast in the heart of man. Here's to the house on rock and the house on sand. Here's to the heart and to the head, to the living and to the dead. Here's to the joy and to the tears we shed. Here's to the first and here's to the last, to the future and to the past. Here's to all who ever raise their glass, anytime we ask. To the moon and to the sun, to all we've lost and all we've won. Here's to all people everywhere, when you haven't got a prayer, 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 when you haven't got a prayer.
It's such a lovely audience. I'll give you one more song. Here's a song which is brand new. I just wrote it last week. So one of the advantages of playing my own material is that nobody knows when you mess it up. So this is called Fall Colours. For those of us who are, shall we say, in the autumn part of our life or approaching it, this is called Fall Colours.
The living room looks forlorn these slower autumn days. The vase is cracked, the couch is worn, the curtain edge is frayed. The photographs that line the shelves are fading in their frames. The image of our younger selves, the day we signed our names. Yesterday you took such pride in your chestnut hair. Now you find you have to hide the silver that is there. And we have fallen out of touch with people we once knew. And you don't sing or dance as much as you once used to do. Though I may never make amends for all the wrong I've done, I did my best for you, my friend, as well never has grown old. The glitter of our gilded years is gone beyond recall, but we still have the moon above and colours of the fall, and I still love you as I love the colours of the fall.
Thanks so much, everybody. Great afternoon. See you again soon. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Ben. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
You coming to New England, you said?
Oh, yeah, I come here a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. We live in Rehoboth, and do you do any libraries?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do about one a month.
Do you ever